All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome into the end of the week live training. Hope everyone had a good, productive week, recording a lot of videos, sending them out. As everybody is coming in here today, if you want to put a one in the chat, if you are new to Dubb, if you're on a free trial, or maybe you just popped onto a paid plan, whether it's Pro or Pro Plus. Um, if you just saw an ad from us, or maybe you got a referral and you came in here, if you are new, please put a one into the chat. That would be really, really helpful in terms of knowing the new folks that are out there coming in to check this out. You can always put a two if you're returning. If you've had Dub for a little while and you kind of know your way around the platform, which is really good. But again, a one if you are new. That would be great. Okay, so everyone, little announcement. I'm not sure if you guys saw the messages. If you have Dubb, at 12:30 every day, we've been doing a Dubb AI meeting, kind of live workshop kind of thing. Dubb AI, if you don't know much about it, it's something that the team just created a little while ago. And it's basically an AI assistant that helps you do all the kind of mundane tasks, daily stuff you don't want to do anymore. And the Dub AI actually does doing it, actually does sending of emails, updating the CRM. It's pretty awesome. So if you want to come in on a daily basis or even just once to check it out, myself, Ruben, and Darius are in there every day at 12:30 p.m. PST. So what I'll do is I'll put this link in the chat. So if you want to come in and check it out, I'm going to put this in here right now. I just dropped it in the chat. So all you have to do is click that link, just register. It's every 12 day at 12:30. And again, it's just a simple AI tool that not only does many things that ChatGPT can do, but it does way more. It actually does the doing part. It does the sending and all some other cool stuff. So if you want to come, check it out. Also, if you are currently making videos right now and you would like some feedback from us, just email them over to feedback@dubb.com. I just put that email in the chat. And if you want to send us something that you're working on, if you are new and you're still learning this platform and you're trying, you're just trying to record a video and you want some feedback, send it over to us, pretend we're the prospect. And if you've had Dubb for a while and you're trying to do a new style, maybe you do a lot of webcam videos and you want to switch it up to screen recordings, or you do a lot of screen recordings, but you're going to try some mobile stuff. If you want to send it over to us again, we can give you feedback. So right there. The other thing is these live trainings, when you do come in here, it's kind of like enjoying, what's going to be shown. But for specific use case stuff, when you come in here to check out the training, definitely go to our YouTube support channel after, whether it's the same day, it's typically within 2, 3 hours the thing is up there. But all of these live trainings will live on our Dub support in YouTube, which I just put the chat into the chat right there, that link. So if you want to go check it out later for something very specific that you were checking out, that's where you want to be to go do that. The other thing is, before I share my screen and start talking about Dubb, different ways to record and all that, the biggest thing that we do on our side, we do it a lot in terms of our ads and our social posts and any kind of copy that we write. We always try to think of what the best hook is for somebody. So I think it's probably one of the most important things you can do before you hit record with a video. What is the reason someone's going to want to click on this thing that you're sending them? So if you're sending cold, if it's warm, even if it's a referral, what's the reason that they're going to want to click and watch the video and get the information that you need to give them? So to get a hook, if you're not using any kind of ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Claude, um, you should probably grab an AI tool if you're not using it and do this. This is what we typically do for our own stuff. And I think it works pretty good, as far as how we do this. So let me share my screen here and let me show you this. So whatever AI tool you use, or if you're in the Dubb dashboard, which is where you are right now, if you use Auto right up here at the top, that's our AI guide. Whatever AI you choose to use, you definitely want to work on the hook first. Why does someone want to watch your video? Explain to the AI your industry, your ICP, your ideal client profile, why you are reaching out, whether it's cold or warm to this person or the group of people. And then you want to let the AI know the information you want to convey, the value, and then also the action that you want them to take when the video is done. Do you want them to book a time in your calendar, check out your site, download something? Whatever the action is, just give the AI a full picture of what that looks like. Then you want to specifically ask the AI, Say I would like a list of hooks. 20 is probably pretty good. It's funny with AI, if you ask it to do like, give me 100 of these things, say, hey, why don't we start with like 50? So if you say 20, give me a list of 20 3 to 5 word hooks I can use in my videos. It will give you those 3 to 5 word hooks, those short, succinct phrases. Then just give it a human pass. Excuse me, see which ones you like. If you want to make any adjustments on them, whether it's a little more FOMO, it's a little more serious, a little lighthearted, funnier, wittier, whatever the adjustments are, make it yourself or give it back to the AI and say, make the adjustments. But when you get your final list of 3 to 5 word hooks, now you can decide on what kind of video you want to record with Dubb because you know what the hook phrase is, which is one of the most important things. Now, when someone gets a Dubb video, this is what they're going to get. They're going to get an animated preview, a 3 second repeating loop GIF when they get it. Now, there are different styles to record, but when you hit record with Dubb, whatever way I'm going to show you the different styles, but when you hit record, the first 3 seconds, whatever you're doing, if you're doing jumping jacks, whatever it is, that's what's going to repeat the first 3 seconds. You can change it inside a Dubb with a little slider if you want to, but just know you hit record, that is going to be the repeating thing that happens. Now you'll notice in this example, I am holding up a whiteboard on the Dubb mobile app. So it's on my phone. I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone. And there's a whiteboard where you can type. And that's why I said 3 to 5 word hooks, because 3 to 5 words is short and punchy, and it'll fit right on there on that whiteboard. Also, 3 to 5 words fits really nicely up here in an email subject line, right up here at the top. It can be one and the same, the hook, or it can be slightly different. Remember, it gives you a list of 20, so you can either have the same or something, again, slightly different. Now, the recording itself here was done on the Dubb webcam. So just the basic recorder inside of the platform. Dubb mobile app on the phone to have the message on the whiteboard, webcam to record the actual video. The last part of this is just some movement to it. Because it is an animated GIF, you just want to have some slight movement. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I wouldn't stay still though, because what's the point of having the animated GIF if you don't have a little bit of movement to it? And this is probably the most straightforward way you can convey a message because the hook is right there in front. You're holding it right in front like this. Now, another style that you can do from this webcam seated in the same spot is that you can drop a virtual background behind you. So you can do something like this, drop a virtual behind. Now, the virtual could be anything related within your industry, obviously. If you feel strong enough that that screenshot behind you eliminates the need to have a hook holding that in front, then do it. Whether it's a property in real estate, someone's profile, a screenshot of an action, maybe someone filled out a form, maybe it's an article you want to share, whatever that is, if you feel strongly in that, then just give a little wave, little point, and come right back to the camera. Now, you also can do a combination of both of these things. You can have the best of both worlds. So you can put the virtual behind you and you can hold up the hook. So maybe back there you have some context and then you have the hook which sits right in front. And it works great for any industry, but in particular real estate, it works really nice because you get the property behind and you have a little property address right in front or a fun fact about the property. Now, there's also another way to record these videos, and that is going to be screen recordings. Screen recordings are a great way to visually walk someone through something, point things out with annotations, be inside of a bubble, move someone through something. This one right here was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. And that's a browser-based screen recorder. So all you have to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a 3-step process to pin the little Dubb button. You'll see it right up there at the top in the browser right now. And once you have it there, you can put yourself inside of a bubble, square, rectangle, whatever you want, whatever shape. Put yourself on top of any site within the browser, and then you can walk someone through something like you see right here. Now, we know this is a market update, but again, notice I am holding the hook right inside of that bubble there because I want to give that additional motivation to want to click on this thing because we talked about the hook earlier. If I didn't have the hook there and I'm just waving inside the bubble and pointing at the title, that's fine. But you know what? Knowing it's a market update, okay, but what's the reason I want to click on the market update? I want to get your take on it. And when you have that little hook there, you're letting me know there's been a big change. So whatever industry you're in, whatever screen, whatever website you're on top of or anything within your browser, think about that additional hook for them to click. Now, we also have another screen recorder that is not browser based. This is the Dubb desktop app right here. The Dubb desktop app is like a drone that flies over everything on top of your computer. So if you want to have something that can go on top of a Canvas slide, on top of a video, on top of a document, top of a website, whatever you want on your computer, this will do that for you. Now you'll also notice that I have the ability to crop in closer to what I am showing on this site here. So I can really get specific in terms of what I want to show. When I show these guys back to back, Dubb Chrome extension and Dubb desktop app, you'll see the similarities, but the big difference is one is browser based, one is not browser based. To get the Dubb desktop app, all you have to do is Google Dubb desktop app and download it from Mac or PC. Now, the last way to record is with our mobile. So the Dubb mobile app, Dubbapp, the Dubb app. Now, this example right here is very much like the webcam example that I first showed you. You can just, instead of holding up a whiteboard, you just type on the screen the hook that we talked about. Type that hook, different font, different colors, move it around however you want it. You have the ability to do that right here. And something basic like this goes a very long way. Now, you also can record something that looks like this with the Dubb mobile app. You can do screenshots just like we did with the webcam. Just screenshot stuff on your phone, put it behind you. You also can do text on the screen as well. So again, this works good for any industry, but in this example, it's real estate. You get the property address, but same deal. Now, the last part of the Dubb mobile app that's really cool is what's called picture in picture, this function right here. This is very, very good for property walkthroughs in real estate. You uses both cameras on the phone. You're on the screen where you're showing someone what's happening. It's really effective. You can see the person can see your reactions when you're showing something. If you're not in real estate and maybe you're doing some local prospecting with businesses, you can do a quick little video outside the business, send it into the contact you have, and then walk in and talk about, hey, I just sent you that video. They'll see the animated preview. That goes a long way in terms of being creative. You can sit right in front of your computer and you can pull up any of the stuff we talked about, someone's profiles, websites, docs, whatever it is. Hit record, use picture in picture, pull it up on your computer, and just physically lean in as you're pointing something out, and it will show you, like here, like you see right here. You'll be in the left and you'll be showing something on the screen. You also can use this when you go to events. So if you're ever at conferences or events, you can record the crowd, kind of narrate what's going on, and then post it to social or send it as an update, with your CRM, maybe like a newsletter. You also can, if you're in person with a client, you're physically with one another, you can record the person and get a nice video testimonial conversation. So either put it on a selfie stick or just hold it, and you're in the top left on the screen like you see here, and the other person would be right in the middle, and you can have a nice back and forth. Now, once you've chosen your style, you have your hook, you have the style of video you want to record, and when you send it to someone, it's all about what happens now. So they got your video, they see the hook, they see the animated preview, and they click on it. Now, when they click on the video, that's when they land here. And this is going to be the big experience that they're going to have. It's called a preset. That's what we call in Dubb terms this customized landing page. So when they do land here, you want to make sure you have your elements. You got your logo over here to the left. You have the video that you recorded right here in the middle, and you have your playlist videos that can play right after this video. They seamlessly run right into the next one. The cool thing about this is not only more information for the person landing on the page, but also it gives you the ability to record a video one time, your pitch video, minute, minute and a half. You don't have to keep recording, just record it once. Why should someone go with you? Your products, your services, what you offer. So it's your best pitch video, minute, minute and a half, and it will always play after this initial one. The reason that's important is because these initial videos should always be about the hook that we talked about. So we want to focus on that, that because that's what we talk about. That's why they clicked on the video. So once they get in there, you want to start talking right about what that thing is. Now, I wouldn't make these videos too long. I would stay under a minute, and then have them take an action at the end of the video. Have something direct for them to do. The last part of the playlist over here, you'll notice, is video testimonials. If you don't have video testimonials, I'll show you a way to get them in a second. If you do have some, that way that I'm going to show you in a second, it's probably a little bit more convenient. You don't have to meet them in Zoom or anything. This is kind of a cool way to do it if they want to do it. All right, so below the videos here, you have your call to action buttons, your CTAs. When they're done consuming the content, what's the number one thing you want them to do? Most of the time, and for most of the time, people in sales over the years, the most popular button has been book a time in the calendar, right? Your calendar link. But you can also have them visit your website. You can have them fill out a form if you want them to. You can have a link to an external form. If you want them to download a document, a guide, a listing agreement, a contract, you can have them do that. If you want them to email you back, they can. If you want them to check out a case study, maybe you want them to leave you a review. So there's a number of options you have below. I wouldn't have too many buttons. You don't want to get the whole paralysis by analysis thing. But when you do have multiples, Just make sure you have the most important one all the way to the left. Now, the reply with video button, that's a button you're going to want to use if you want to get video testimonials. That's worked pretty good for folks over the years with Dubb. So if you want a video testimonial from your client, send them a video, have that button below it that says reply with video, and you would say, "Hey, listen, this is Rob. Thank you so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. This is not complicated. You don't have to download or anything. All you got to do is click that reply with video button below and let me know what do you think about the platform." And then they send that video back to you. You have a notification, excuse me, inside a Dubb, you make it part of your playlist, and now you've created a really good sales loop right over here to the left that's worked really well for folks. Now, the last part of this page is right over to the right. This is your AI assistant, your sales interactive assistant called SIA. Now, when they do land here, SIA is a real advantage because, a lot of us, we have questions and we don't want to wait for the answers. So over here to the right, you can have your FAQs, which sit right here. You can ask the AI a direct question if you want to. And then the AI is going to give the answer and then push for your desired outcome. What do you want to have happen? Well, we know what you want to have happen because the CTA button over here says what you want to have happen. So whatever that is what SIA is going to push for. In this case, it's booking a time and a calendar. Now, SIA wants to keep the momentum going. It doesn't want to just give the answer and get, plotted into answers. It wants to give you the answer, but then remind you that, hey, this is the next step. Now, if you want to educate SIA, all you have to do is go right inside the Dubb dashboard, go under Assistance, and you would upload individual website pages where it would physically learn in text what's on those pages. And it would also allow you to upload a PDF as well. So one or the other or both. And then SIA will become educated on what you needed to know. Now, these landing pages right here, these preset landing pages, you definitely want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. So if you're in recruitment, as an example, and you work with, employers and employees, you want to have one for each. Same thing for insurance, different kinds of insurances, different kinds of mortgage, different kinds of coaching and consulting clients, different kinds of finance. Obviously in real estate, you get buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expires, residential, commercial. Any splits that you have in your industry are important because when you create different preset landing pages for those folks, they feel like you're speaking directly to them and the content is related to that. And you can even have the AI assistants that are here on the page be just educated on those different preset landing pages. So if you have 3 or 4 different preset landing pages, you got 3 or 4 different AI assistants that are educated only on that part and that are located on that page. Now, when you're on a free trial, if you are, or maybe you're sitting on a pro, you probably already would have your setup call if you're on a paid plan. But if you come in here and you're on a trial and you upgrade to Pro or Pro Plus on a paid plan, we do an optimization setup for you. Team meet you in Zoom and they'll help you set this stuff up. All of this is tracked too. So did someone open your email? Did they click on any of the buttons? Did they watch the video? If they did, what is that watch percentage? Did they interact with the AI? All of it helps you follow up in a very intelligent way. Now, as far as recording this stuff, we're going to walk through on how to record these things. So if you haven't done this yet, or if you've done it and you need to see it again, here it is. So to record this webcam version right here with the Dubb mobile app on my phone, here's how you would record this. You go right inside the Dubb dashboard and you click the red camera button right at the top. It says create video. Click it up there. And when you do click it, now it's going to open up and put you right here. It's going to open up your webcam. So to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone, because that's what I was using for the whiteboard, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app, Dubbapp. When you do have it, here is the home area, and here is the button right there, that little square with the person in the back. Now, once you have that, let me back this up. Once you have that there, then you're going to be able to type. So I'm going to click that button at the top, and once I click it, now I can type. So all you do is you take your hook and you type it and then turn it. Type it and physically turn the phone, and now you have your hook right here. If you want to put a virtual background behind you, just go below, select that virtual background button, go to your photos, and this is where you would upload into here any of those good context screenshots that we talked about earlier that would mean a lot for your industry to put behind you. It creates a library for you, and then all you need to do is just select the one that you would like, and then it's going to put it behind you, just like this. Make sure you have a good ring light or natural light in front of you, or a combination of both. If you want to bring your hook in, just bring it in just like this. Now, every Dubb recording has a teleprompter option. So if you do want to use a teleprompter, Just make sure you have a script saved inside of Dubb first, and then all you have to do is go right here above my head, click right here, either go to create a script, which you can see right up here at the top, or I can scroll through and find a script that I've already created, or I can look for a script if I just look for it by name, just like this. And then the teleprompter is going to pop down right here. Now, when it pops down, this is going to be your speed right here. This is going to be the ability to test your speed with the play button. You can back the text off or you can keep moving it in. If you want to make any real-time changes to the script, just click the pencil icon to the right, make your editing changes, and then click save. So to put this all together, I'm going to bring my hook up here. I'm going to hit record right in the middle. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, contact management to create connections, conversations, and at the end of the day, conversions. And I can hit the pause button, just stop everything, stop the teleprompter, stop the recording, click that same button again, and it will resume and you can keep going. If you'd like to delete it, it's the red X. And if you want to close the teleprompter, just tap this little button here, that'll close it. And when you're ready to save this video inside the Dubb platform, all you have to do is select the check mark right here. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to click this check mark and it's going to save the video inside of Dubb. Now, when it does save it in here, I'm going to land on the video edit page right inside of the platform. This is where you're always going to land when you create a video. So once you land in here, you can do a number of things. So first off, you can change the title right up here at the top. All you have to do is click right in here, give it a new title internally, and then just click the check mark when you're done, and it will change the title for you. If you want to preview what this video looks like on a landing page, right? It has to live somewhere. What does this look like on a preset landing page? So if you go over here to the right, there's a little square button with an arrow. If you select that button there, it's going to open up a new tab and you can preview the page. So there is the video we just recorded. There is my playlist. There is my AI assistant to the left, I mean to the right. I got my logo, I got my buttons, everything looks great. If I ever want to change something, let's say I want to change it to a different preset landing page background. All I have to do is select this drop down here, and I can choose from any other preset landing pages that I've already created. And with one click, it will change everything about that background. I also can download the MP4 version of any video I save in the Dubb. Just click the MP4 and you'll have that as a download. I also can have a QR code for every video I create within Dubb. The QR codes are great. They're really good for physical mail marketing. If you're doing door hanger stuff or regular mail stack stuff, great for that. You also can use them for events, conferences, have a little placard sitting on your booth if you have one, or if you're walking around meeting people, create a video beforehand that says, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. Click below to stay in touch. So when someone scans it, you also can use this for open houses, which is awesome. Sit right on the counter for real estate. Hey, thanks for checking out the open house. Click below to see similar properties. So whatever industry you're in, you can totally QR code any video. You also have an analytics tab right down here. The analytics tab is great because it's going to remind you that you can really drill down on the information with activity right over here to the right. Are people clicking on the buttons? How about the emails? Are they watching the video? If they are watching the video, what is that watch percentage? How much of the video did they consume? That really helps with following up. You also have the ability with Dubb to edit any video that you save inside the platform. So you'll notice there's an editing tab right here. If I select this, this is where I can come down here and I can do a basic edit to the video that I've saved. So what I can do is I can play the video. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. I can cut something out. All I have to do is either play it or drag my timeline. You see me dragging the timeline right down here at the bottom. All I have to do is say, okay, where's my first cut point? Where do I want to start a cut? I want to go right there. So then I'm going to come right up here to the scissors. It just says split clip. Click that there, cuts it in two, slide it or play it to the second cut point, scissors. Now you got three pieces sitting down here. Whatever is highlighted in orange, that's what you can get rid of. And then all you do is hit the trash can and it deletes the clip. And if you want to bring it back, just click the undo button, which is right here. Undo, 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 and you're right back where you started. So the video that we've recorded, we have it on a preset landing page, and now we just want to send it. So let's do a simple email send. So if I come over here, we're going to open up a compose. Best practice here, always have the word video in the subject line. It is the very first thing someone sees. Then you want to have your 3 to 5 word hook we talked about at the beginning. Then just a little bit of text dropped right in here. And then you want to drop the video in. So to do that, you can go right inside the platform, and whenever you select a video, there's always a big blue share and send button right here. So when you select that, now it opens up, put the email of the person you're sending it to right there. Then all you have to do is come in here. You can add a little personalization text at the top. This is not a necessity. You just can if you want to. Click copy for email, and then come over here and click a paste. So it's just simply a copy and paste is what you want to be able to do. Now, there is a shortcut if you want a shortcut. So if you have Gmail, like we do here, or you have Outlook 365, and if you have the Dubb Chrome extension, which we're going to talk about in a second, if you have that screen recorder pinned up here in the browser and that's available and logged in, then you're going to have a Dubb button for a shortcut. So in Gmail, it's right down here at the bottom. See the Dubb button right there? If you have Outlook 365, it's off to the right in add-ins. But with the Gmail button, boom, you click that button there. I could record a video right now inside of my email right here. I could record something and just drop it right in. But I also can turn my camera off and I can scroll through my video library down to the bottom right and I can just add a video in there. I click insert, boom, it'll add it in and you're able to send it. So you can do a copy and paste from inside the platform, or you can do a shortcut if you have Gmail or Outlook 365 with that little Dubb button because you have the Dubb Chrome extension. All right, let's talk about the Dubb Chrome extension. So that's what I showed you in the beginning. That was this one right here. That is anything browser based where you want to record your screen, anything within the browser, that is the Dubb Chrome extension. Put yourself in a circle, get on top of something. That's what you want to use. So you would Google Dubb Chrome extension, three-step process to pin it up in the browser, and now you have it available to record within the browser. Now, in this case, I'm going to use LinkedIn as an example, but this could be any website within your industry, anything within the browser. Click it here, and here's how I'd use it. I'm going to tap the Dubb button up here at the top in the browser, and it's going to open up, and I'm going to be on the page. First off, you want to think about the size of your webcam. You can adjust that right here on the side. Just grab like this, up and down like this. You don't want to go too big because you want to cover everything. And then you want to think about the shape. What kind of shape do I want to be? Square, phone, rectangle? What do I want to be? So I'm going to put myself in a circle. I always try to match whatever page I'm on. I just try to match the feel of it, just aesthetically. So I'm going to keep myself in a circle because he's in a circle. And then I'm also going to decide, hey, do I want to put myself like, where's a good spot to put myself? That's something you always want to think about. Where's a good placement when you're doing these things? I'm going to go right next to Ruben. Inside the bubble here, you can do some stuff. You can zoom in if you kind of want a tighter frame. You can back up. You can physically move yourself around like this, wherever you want to put yourself. If you ever want to turn the camera off and do an audio walkthrough of a site, just go over here, turn the camera off. Maybe you know the client and you just want to do an audio walkthrough. You also can change it to your headshot. So if you do want to use a headshot, there you go. And if you are live, it's really great to be able to put a virtual background behind you inside the webcam like we just did before. Just select virtual background and it pops it behind you. You have an annotation tool right here over here to the left. And if I want to use a teleprompter, you have one available here as well. So right over here to the right, just select teleprompter and then come right in here. You're going to choose your script. This one's a little different than one I showed you on the webcam because this one you can move around the screen and you also can manipulate the sides like this. Now you do have the same function of controlling the speed with scroll. See how I'm scrolling up and down, just like we did with the webcam? And then you can play it, and then you can back the text off or zoom it in. However, if you do want to use the teleprompter when you're using the Dubb Chrome extension, don't go full screen on your browser if you're going to try to use the teleprompter, because if you do, it's going to hide the teleprompter tab. You won't be able to physically get to it. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have some room up here. So don't go full screen so you can see it. So you're able to physically tap this thing and bring it forward, and you're able to use it once you hit record. Lastly, there are three orientations to record with Chrome. If I click on camera over here to the right, it opens up like a webcam. If I select tab over here, it's going to be a clean cut of the page that I'm on. You won't see any of the tabs at the top. And if I go screen, it's going to show the full screen. If I want to jump around to different tabs and I hit record, say I was on this tab, then I jumped over to another one, the bubble will follow over to the other tab and it will still record. For this example here, I'm going to use tab. So just the tab that we're on. And I'm also going to bring in my hook that we used before because I want to have that hook. Okay. So I'm going to hit record over here to the right, start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. I'm going to click share. And here we go. Hi, Ruben, this is Rob. I want to reach out to you because I did not know that you were an author. I saw you wrote a book called Click Record. I click record every day. So if you want to be able to jump to full screen, and make a point like this. This is really cool when you do screen recordings. It breaks the visuals, you make your point, you go back to the page. So if you want to do it, you can hover right over the mouse, take your mouse, hover right over the webcam, double click the webcam. It will bring you here. Double click this page to go right back where you were. So it's a nice way to break the visuals and deliver a message. You also can scroll around while you're recording if you want to be more flowing. You also can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom. You don't have to do the whole thing. Just hit pause if you want to. Take a break and then click the button, the same button, to resume. If you want to use your your annotation tool, come right over here and use some arrows to point some things out. You can do some text on a screen if you want to really hammer home a point. You can put things in numerical order of importance. You can draw on the screen. You can do circles. You can underline. All of this will be able to get very specific when you're pointing things out visually. Now, if you're reaching out on LinkedIn, great original way to do this. If you are doing a market update in real estate, if you're any industry that you're in, where you want to do what you just saw right here, walk someone through something visually, this is a great way to do it within the browser. So I'm going to hit the check mark below like we did before, and now it's going to save this video inside the Dubb platform, just like it did before with the earlier version that I showed you with the webcam. Saves it right in here to the video edit page. Now, if I wanted to share this video I just created with Ruben on LinkedIn, all I have to do is this. I need to connect with him first. So I want to be a first connection. So send Ruben a connection request. When he accepts, most people do, then you're going to click message below. And then we have a little Dubb integration. See the little Dubb button down the bottom that you saw in Gmail? That is there as well. So we have an integration with LinkedIn. So there is a shortcut. So when you select that button here, it'll open up the Chrome, which we just used. And then you'll find your video down at the bottom right. See how I'm scrolling down here? Find your video. There it is. Click insert, change this text to the hook that we talked about, and then just send. And then he gets that nice video message right inside of his inbox. Now we're going to look at the Dubb desktop app. This is another screen recorder. So what we just saw was browser-based. The Dubb desktop app, like I mentioned before, not browser-based. So all you have to do is Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. When you do, you will see the little Dubb symbol either at the top or the bottom on your computer, and you'll notice some functions right here. But I'm also going to be able to click View Quick Menu if I want to just pop it up separately like this. And then I can choose a number of things in here from the desktop app. Now I'm going to go with Record Screen because that's what we just did with the Chrome, and we're going to compare both similarities and differences. So I'm going to click Record Screen here. Now once I do that, I'm going to show you some similarities and things that are different. Number one, the webcam, similar to the Chrome extension, does all the same stuff I just showed you. The annotation tool does all the same annotations. The teleprompter is the same as the Chrome in terms of you can move this all around the screen, but it's different when you actually select a script because when you select a script, your first choice is going to be auto track. See how it says auto track? That's voice recognition. So if I was going to hit record and I start reading that script, it's going to go at my pace, which is pretty cool if you want to do that. Now, if you don't want to do that and you just want the scroll speed like you saw earlier, just tap that button closed and then you're able to move this up and down like this. So same thing as we did before, control the speed, or you can just click it off and you can do voice recognition. Either one, you have a choice on that. The last is the borders of what you're recording, the choice of what you want to record on your screen. That is done with this right down here. So see this red slash in this square down here? If I hit record right now when that red slash is there, that means I'm going to get my whole computer screen. If I get rid of that red slash just by clicking on it, now I have a nice drop down of choices. Right now it's on landscape. So this is the proper orientation for YouTube. I can move this thing all around the screen. Whatever is inside the blue lines will be part of my recording. I also can click here and I can go to portrait. So I can move this thing around for social media, put it on top of whatever you want. It's in the proper orientation and I can do this right from my desktop. I also have the choice to do custom. If I select the custom choice below, this is where I can crop around anything I want to crop around, which is pretty awesome, like this. Okay, so let's hit record. So when I hit record, here we go. 3, 2, 1 countdown like we did before, and I am recording. I can pause and resume like we did before. Big difference here is the check mark. It's one of the major differences. Check mark with webcam and Chrome that we did before this saved it into Dubb. That doesn't happen with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window, and you just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is different. It records in clips. Recording in clips is awesome because it enables you to drag and drop videos from your computer. If you have a video, an MP4 file, drop it right in. So what we're going to do is we're going to record a couple clips, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into the Dubb platform. Now there are different ways to record. What we just recorded right here was a screen recording clip, right? So how do we keep going now? So down at the bottom left, you have three choices. There's three icons. The one all the way to the left is record screen. That's going to take me right back to where I was. I could have swapped out my background, my image behind me, whatever I want. I could have made it different. I'm going to hit record, and now I am recording in the exact same style screen recording video that I did before. I'm going to hit the check mark. And then you're going to see the second clip. There it is. And I can physically move these clips in any order I would like to. I can grab one, slide it left, slide it right. I can click the three dot menu for each clip, and I can download or delete each one. If I don't want to keep one, get rid of it. Keep the one that you like. The next icon to the bottom left is your webcam icon. If I select that one, it's going to open up my webcam. And now I'm able to deliver something where I say, hey, welcome to this video, or thanks for watching, or whatever the message will be, but it visually looks different than the other ones. The last option down to the bottom left is Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to take a video you've already recorded in your video library, just sitting in there, and you can take that video, put it inside of a bubble, and then place it on top of anything on your screen. So I could sit here in front of my webcam, record a video, save it into Dubb, pull up a market update website as an example, click on the narrator button right here, takes me right inside my video library. Hey, there's my video. I select that one. Now I just put it on top of whatever I want to put it on top of. So when I hit record, the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. And I can scroll, move around, annotate, do whatever I want. I can kind of relax. I can be like kind of the producer, and then the other version of me is doing the talking. Now, when I'm done with my clips here, and I want to merge them into one video and save them into the platform, you have two choices. So down at the bottom left, there's an bottom right, there's an upload button. If you select that there, it's going to merge the clips together into that one video, and it's going to save it into the platform. If you select the edit button to the bottom right, it's going to merge the clips together, but you're going to have the option to do a quick edit right here inside the desktop app. So this editor is just like the one I showed you before inside the platform. Same thing here. And then you can download the MP4 if you want to do that. And then you can upload it right into the Dubb platform by clicking the upload button. So those are the different ways to record. The last way that we're going to look at is the Dubb mobile app. Now, the Dubb mobile app is very similar to the Dubb desktop app because it also records in clips. So if you don't have the Dubb mobile app, Dubb, and when you do have it, here's how you record. And I'm going to show you just a couple things on here that are neat for the mobile app that you can use. So here's the mobile app here. Here is the home area right here. We can see our video library right here in the middle. But if we want to record, just tap that blue button down to the bottom, right in the middle, that blue camera button. That's going to open up your camera. Now, when you are initially using the app, the first time you're in here, you're going to see it's defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. There are other timers down here as well. I always put mine on 10, just so I don't have to worry about being cut off. To record, you're just going to tap the circle at the bottom, and now you're recording. Timer here, timer here. Now, if I want to pause and resume this recording, there's a little pause button right over here to the left that I can click to pause and resume. To end the recording, tap the circle again, and there is your clip. Now, this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone, so I have it in my photo video area on my phone. I'm going to record one more time just so we have multiple clips in here. There's the second one. And again, I can move these in any order that I would like. I can take my finger, hold one, slide it. So you have that flexibility. If I tap a clip individually, now I can rotate them, I can trim them, I can delete them. And if I select the edit button, that's where I come in here and I have some choices right over here to the right. So if I select the music icon, I can drop any music in here. We have a whole library of royalty-free music that you can choose from. Just make sure you adjust the level so the music doesn't overwhelm your voice. You also can click the scissor icon. You can do a basic trim in here. You can select the text icon, like I showed you in the beginning. This is where you would text your hook. So you hit the text icon, have multiple clips go in here, and then all you have to do is just type your hook, like we talked about. Click update, And then you can make your hook any color, size, whatever you want. You have all the options down the bottom and put it wherever you'd like to put it. If you'd like to do a voiceover over this clip, hit that microphone icon to the right. Do a voiceover, just make sure you adjust the levels at the bottom. The original audio, either totally get rid of it or have a little bit of it. Totally up to you. You also have a timer icon. So if you want to have an action clip, maybe you run down a hallway or something fun, you can speed that all the way up to 10x if you want to do that. And you also have another option down to the bottom right. If you want to burn in the captions, you can burn them in, or you can burn them in at the end of the actual video. These icons right over here, if you want to know what they do, just select the tooltip at the top, and it will give you the names and the functionalities of what they do right here. A couple I just want to point out. This one right here, the countdown timer. I would do probably 3 seconds. 10's a little long. I would always have like a 3, 2, 1, and you're ready to record. If you want to have it on there, I think it's kind of cool to have. Also, the teleprompter. This is a really good one right here. If you select the teleprompter here, you're going to come in here, you're going to find your script like we did before. And then all you have to do is choose your speed right in here. See how it's between 1 and 10? You can go up and down with this. Hit the play button, see if you like it. You can move the script up or down. So if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be and they're wandering down here, just slide everything up so you don't have to worry about it. If you're doing a landscape video, just turn the phone like this and it'll go landscape. If you want to make any real-time changes to the script, all you have to do is hit the pencil icon right here and you can make some real-time changes. Now, there is an option to do let me show you this one right here. Let me find a different script. Hold on, I want to show you a different one. Let's go this one. Okay, let's just read this here. All right. So if I don't want to do scroll speed, right? Like here's the scroll speed. If I want to do voice recognition instead, you have that as a choice. So what I can do is I can go right to the gear icon right here and I can select auto track. And now when I read the words of this script, they're going to highlight like this. Here are 3 Facebook ready ad variations. So see how I was highlighting and I was moving? That's what you can make happen with auto track. So it's either voice recognition with auto track or it's auto scroll where you control the speed. You have the choice. So I'm going to tap the X and I'm going to close it. Now, if you want to use picture in picture like we talked about in the beginning, it's this button right here. So if you want to use both cameras on your phone and hit record and show what's in front of you and be on the screen at the same time, this gives you the ability to do this. You can make yourself bigger, narrate something, then get out of the way, and then zoom in the background. However you want to do it. You have a lot of creative options with this. And then if you want to drop a virtual background behind, you click that button below, drop a virtual background behind. Now, when you have your clips and they're done, they're ready. Now you're ready to merge them into one video like we did with the desktop app. Select that blue button at the top right. That's going to merge everything together. And once everything is merged, you're going to have a finished copy on your phone of this video. And you'll also have the ability now to upload this into the Dubb platform. And you can upload it by clicking this blue button right here to the bottom right where it says upload. That will save it into the platform. And then you will have the ability to access this video anywhere on the mobile or anywhere inside of Dubb. Now you also can do sending from the mobile app. So notice I have my videos right here, right? Grab the video that you want, click that blue share button right there, click copy for email, that copies it to your clipboard, and then you can just paste it. You also can copy for SMS, it'll copy to your clipboard, paste it. Or you can select the icons to the top right. The block icon is for email, the paper airplane icon is for SMS. And then you're able to share it. Now, if you do use a CRM that you really like, let's say you have a HubSpot, you have a Salesforce, you have a Go High Level, you have maybe a third-party sender like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact or some other software that you really enjoy using, all your workflows are in there, and you either have to use it for your company or just enjoy it and you have it. We have a really big list right here of integrations for companies that we work with. So you can keep what you have if it's working for you, and then just drop videos in. Now, if you want to use Dubb as kind of the all-in-one solution, you can do that. You can come right in here over here to the left and click CRM. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do campaigns within Dubb. You can do bulk sending with email and SMS. You also can do automation with Dubb, drip sequencing. When you sign up for Dubb, you probably got a drip sequence from us. I think it's about a 13 email drip sequence. You can do that with Pro Plus on Dubb. Now, I mentioned in the beginning Auto, your AI guide, right here, Auto. Auto can assist you with copywriting, anything that you need in here. Can also assist you with strategy stuff. If I was in recruitment, hey, Auto, what are the best 5 videos to make for recruitment? It'll tell you. It can also help you with Dubb stuff, like, hey, Auto, how do I use the Chrome extension? It can answer questions like that. Now, if you want to contact the team, you can email support@dubb.com, or you can come right down here to the intercom system and you can talk with the AI or a human being on our team. You also can do a keyword search right over here, put the keyword in, it'll bring up an article, video, and screenshots related to what you need. If you want to talk to our AI coach, right over here to the right, you can call this number right here. This is Sophia, available 24/7. So if you want to chat tech or chat strategies, give her a call right here. You also can check out our learning library. This is the second link right here. This is called Dubb Academy. Whoops, actually, that is not Dubb Academy. This is Dubb Academy. Hold on, click on the wrong thing. Right here, here we go. This is Dubb Academy. So in here, you have a whole library of videos you can watch. They're all labeled, they're all in order. So this is a nice learning tool when you're right in here. If you do want to share Dubb, you've had Dubb for a little while, or even you just started using it, you really like it, we have a refer and earn partner program. So if you click apply now, it's going to create a nice referral link for you. And when you share that link and someone subscribes to it, you're going to get a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes. So if you shared your link with me and I subscribed, you get 30% recurring. And then if I created my own link and shared it with someone else and they subscribe through my link, you get another 10. So a simple 30 and 10 is how we work it. Share your link, get them to come in here, dubb.com/T, 5 days a week. And then if you get 4 or 5 people, you're on a paid account with Dubb, whether you're on Pro or Pro Plus, you get 4 or 5 people. The next thing you know, you have people that are paying for your account and you got it free. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so as a reminder that I mentioned at the top, if you want to show up at our 12:30 meeting for our Dubb AI presentation that we're going to be doing daily, that's the link I dropped in the chat earlier, and that is I'll drop it in here again if you want to check it out. And again, Dubb AI is a little AI creation the team made that helps you do things and get you back to selling, takes care of those tasks you need to get done, like email sending, updating of CRM. It's pretty awesome. So if you want to check it out, that's the link that you want to register for. And then myself, Ruben, and Darius will be in there at 12:30 p.m. PST today. So, okay. Any questions from anyone? Anything on anybody's mind before we head out for today? Anything from anyone here? Anyone? 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 Going once? Going twice? Going thrice? Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming in. We always appreciate it. Again, check out this recording on Dubb YouTube support. It'll be up there in a couple hours. Always go back to your use case. What is your hook? What is your use case? What is the best technology to record it? Is it webcam? Is it screen recording? Is it mobile? And then focus on those. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Happy Friday. And anybody that comes over to Dubb AI at 12:30, we will see you then. Take care and have a great weekend.